Hi, it's me again, Christine Wheeler, and I'm now going to read Chapter 3 of Winnie the Pooh, in which Pooh and Piglet go hunting and nearly catch a woozle. The piglet lived in a very grand house in the middle of a beech tree, and the beech tree was in the middle of the forest, and the piglet lived in the middle of the house. Next to his house was a piece of broken board which had "Trespassers W" on it. When Christopher Robin asked the piglet what it meant, he said it was his grandfather's name and had been in the family for a long time. Christopher Robin said you couldn't be called Trespassers W, and Piglet said yes, you could, because his grandfather was, and it was short for Trespassers Will, which was short for Trespassers William. And his grandfather had had two names, in case he lost one: Trespassers after an uncle, and William after Trespassers. "I've got two names," said Christopher Robin carelessly.
"Well, there you are, that proves it,"
said Piglet. One fine winter's day, when Piglet was brushing away the snow in front of his house, he happened to look up, and there was Winnie the Pooh. Pooh was walking round and round in a circle, thinking of something else, and when Piglet called to him, he just went on walking.
"Hello,"
said Piglet.
"what are you doing?"
"Hunting," said Pooh.
"Hunting what?"
asked Piglet. "Tracking something," said Winnie the Pooh very mysteriously.
"Tracking what?"
said Piglet, coming closer. "That's just what I asked myself. I asked myself, what?"
"What do you think you'll answer?"
"I shall have to wait until I catch up with it," said Winnie the Pooh. "Now look there." He pointed to the ground in front of him. "What do you see there?"
"Tracks,"
said Piglet.
"Hooves."
He gave a little squeak of excitement.
"Oh, Pooh, do you think it's a woozle?"
"It may be," said Pooh. "Sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't. You can never tell with paw marks." With these few words he went on tracking, and Piglet, after watching him for a minute or two, ran after him. Winnie the Pooh came to a sudden stop, and was bending over the tracks in a puzzled sort of way.
"What's the matter?"
asked Piglet. "It's a very funny thing," said Bear, "but there seem to be two animals now. This, whatever it is, has been joined by another, whatever it is, and the two of them are now proceeding in company. Would you mind very much coming with me, Piglet, in case they turn out to be hostile animals?" Piglet scratched his ear in a nice sort of way, and said that he had nothing to do until Friday, and would be delighted to come, in case it really was a woozle. "You mean, in case it really is two woozles," said Winnie the Pooh, and Piglet said that anyhow he had nothing to do until Friday, so off they went together. There was a small spinney of larch trees just here, and it seemed as if the two woozles, if that is what they were, had been going round. So round this spinney went Pooh and Piglet after them. Piglet passing the time by telling Pooh what his grandfather Trespassers W had done to remove stiffness after tracking, and how his grandfather Trespassers W had suffered in his later years from shortness of breath, and other matters of interest, and Pooh wondering what a grandfather was like, and if perhaps this was two grandfathers they were after now, and if so, whether he could take one home and keep it, went on in front of them.